though. Nice.
You gotta have like a 1 second snip of that so we don't get sued.
Who's gonna sue us, MJ?
Hey,
His estate. Even Joe
shoot, I know,
Jackson's
right?
gone, man. Joe Jackson's gone.
Yeah, somebody goes. Wait a
Janet.
minute.
Latoya. Latoya will come after you, bro.
There's a bunch of nephews that it's a large family.
Prince Jackson, his son.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about his
His
actual children.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
hope they're doing well.
Oh, I wish them
Spend
well.
some
They're
time.
doing all right. That'd be just fine. What is up? And welcome back to the Ready Player Live podcast, your favorite show
That you forgot about. Hopefully not.
about gains and games. And no, they did not forget. You know what?
Oh, okay, that's good.
We still got
They've
the
been gone.
subs. We got the subs.
Hey,
We got the
nice,
supporters.
nice.
We got the
Okay.
followers. We got people. People bought stuff from us a
Yeah.
couple of months
Okay.
ago. So the people have not given up on us. And damn it,
We thank you for that. Yes.
yes.
'Cause my ass went on a sabbatical.
Welcome back, Jarrell, to the United States.
Thank you. Yeah.
How was it?
It's hard to come back.
know.
It's hard to come back. I tell you what, people don't realize how good life actually is outside of the US. It's pretty wild. Like it's shocking, you know.
To this day, I have my beliefs. I
Yeah.
have not traveled out of the U.S. and
Yeah.
I haven't really made any plans to. I don't.
Yeah. It's not for everybody. I get it.
After seeing your setup, though, I might have to
Take
jump
a
on
trip
some
at least.
anti-anxiety medication.
We'll blindfold you the whole flight and the whole drive so you don't panic.
Yeah. So tell the people where you were. You went to Mexico, right?
Yeah, I went to Mexico. Yeah, again, but for a very long time this time. So, sorry, I'm just trying to get to your level here on this. Oh, there we go. All right. I felt like I was like sinking. No, yeah, I went to Mexico. It was good. Good.
Okay.
Ate and drank entirely too much, but it happens. It was well needed. But I'm back.
Yes.
Back on track. Killing it in the gym still.
Looking swole as ever. To the people that don't know, like we have a lot going on in real life, right? We we want to be our goal is always at least 2 episodes a month, at least every couple of weeks. But
trying.
But you know what? To those who listen to us now, we know a lot of our listeners. Like we keep in touch with them. We hear from them. We know who they are. However, there are like mystery subscribers out there that like they just listen and they don't like engage, which is fine.
Yeah, we don't know who
it's
you are.
Fine.
It's cool.
The numbers
appreciate it.
Yeah, but so maybe there's people out there that are like, where have these two been? Like, did they break up? Did they did they fall
Where
out?
Where are they?
Like, what happened? Did they fall out? No, nothing like that. Like,
no,
we just got stuff. We have like jobs.
I have disconnected from the internet, I guess you could say, for the most part. So that's kind of changed it a little bit.
Vanished.
Yeah, that's kind of altered things as well a little bit.
You've left me plugged into the Matrix.
He left us.
But so basically to kind of boil it down, you just been doing your thing.
Yeah, enjoying life.
And so have I.
In the real world. Real world. In the real world. Yeah.
And we don't give up. We don't,
Yeah, we're still here.
We still got it.
For the people.
Yep. We actually have a lot of big things planned as well. Now, at the the date of this recording, it's August 7th, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do another rollout for Halloween. So there's lots of things
Mm-hmm.
that like the people liked last year that we're gonna go ahead and do bigger this time. We're gonna do better this time. So we're not
Yeah,
leaving.
it's gonna be nice.
We
Yeah.
didn't leave. We're still here. All right. So season 6,
Six. Yeah.
episode 5.
So much to talk about.
Let's
Oh my
go.
God.
Let's go. All right. So we have there's been a lot of news. So obviously we're going to talk about mental health. We're going to talk about fitness. We're going to talk about
Yeah.
training, all the good things that people like. We're going to jump into pop culture. Now, if you're a nerd,
So much.
we got you
So
covered.
much pop culture. We have so much to discuss.
Let's go. Do you, before we begin, do you have any off the top of your head shout outs?
Not really. I mean,
Can you think of
we,
anyone?
we,
I know it's a
we have
surprise. There's so much.
we have so much to talk about. I've been gone for so long and we missed so much. Not really that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, I have a few like maybe later on, once we get going again, but not for this specific moment.
Okay, I got you covered. So, really quickly, I want to give a shout out to Joe. Now, you've heard us shout him out
Oh,
before, right?
yeah,
So, I want to give a shout out
my,
to Joe.
my
Hmm.
cousin Joe. Yeah.
Because, yep.
Yeah, I guess I should have. Yeah, Joe. So the beginning of this month. So last year I did August abs, which is my whole ab program that I do for the entire month of August. Right, I do ab exercises every day for the entire month of August, which I just totally spaced. I need to do my reps for the day. I could have gotten them done earlier. Slacking already. Um, Anyway, he actually reminded me the day before, hey, August abs tomorrow, don't forget. And I'm like,
Holy
I had
crap. How did did he
I
like write it
forgot.
down? Like, what did he do?
I had totally forgotten. And so yeah, he inspired me to get my ass like 100% back on track and get grinding and get to work. So thank you, Joe,
Thanks, Joe.
for that.
Answer
And
applause.
whatever else you were gonna.
Well, I mean, that kind of ties into, thank you. So, that ties into just my love for Joe, too, right? So, I have
Mhm.
actually, I mean, I might have ran into him at like a party of yours or something, maybe.
I think you've
Right.
met him.
So, but like, I've the fact that he's just like a presence on our podcast now,
Yeah.
right? So, like, when I drop this episode and when I drop like the link and stuff, like, Joe does art for us all the time,
Yeah. Like
uh, and it's
and
good. Like,
yeah, randomly too sometimes like we don't ask him like for every like there's I think one thing I just recently asked him
right,
if he was able
because he
could
does it
do,
so
but like
often and so well.
yeah,
It's like, hey, man, like
like
for shits and giggles, why don't you
yeah,
ask him if
could
he
you
could
do
like do this real
yeah,
quick? And he just
yeah,
did it
could you
like overnight, you know.
yeah, no, and took no time at all, so yeah,
So
it's epic.
yeah, so if anyone deserves like a massive like singular shout out,
Yeah, continuous
like the
weekly
constant
shout out.
support, and like I said, the fact that he's pretty much like a third piece of our pod now, like that's
Yeah,
dope, dude.
he's
Like
like
that's what that was the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
goal. Was when
like
we started, right? The whole point
mhm,
was integration and getting
yeah,
people involved and
hmm,
inspiring people. And now look at this. Now Joe is
yeah.
like texting your ass, Mr. Fit,
I
Mr.
know. Reminding me like
Like, don't fucking
get your, get
forget.
get your shit together.
And
Yeah.
we're nobody. We're
Time to
just
get to work.
we're
Yeah.
people, you know, and we need
Yeah.
that encouragement too, right?
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
remember, it's like the
So
whole
it's nice.
the
It's
adage,
actually nice.
this whole saying
Hmm.
exactly, like remember why you started.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
Yeah.
why the hell do we keep coming back to sit in this chair? Well, it's to provide something funny for people to listen to. Like Joe listens to
Yeah.
us while he works, and people listen to
Yeah.
us on the way to the gym and while they work, and people are working from
Hmm.
home still, and that's where
Yeah.
the, you know, like this is why we do this, right?
Yeah.
This is why we keep coming back because we're not getting paid. Do you, I
Yeah. No.
mean, so this is why we do this. So I just want to give massive love to Joe on that note. Switching
Hmm.
gears, speaking of the people, do you want to
What,
intro
what you
us?
got? What you got?
What do we got? We have a list of things. Where do
Okay.
you want to start? Do you want to start with the new segment?
The que- we might as well. Yeah, we might as well go with the new segment. Ask Ready Player.
Why does anyone trust our advice? Okay, so on IG, of course, you don't know because you're fucking gone, but that's all right. So on IG,
Yeah.
I made a post and I said, "Hey guys, we need your help. We're gonna get back in the booth next week, and anything at the top of your head, just ask. It could be anything. It could be fitness related. Ask us. It could be relationship related. We're in relationships. We've been through some shit. Ask us.
Yeah.
It could be mental health related. I'm very open about anxiety and depression and the feelings.
So what'd you got?
So we got a question we got 2 questions this week. We got one from David. Do you want to read it out?
Oh, okay.
So shout
one
out to
from
David.
All right. Shout out David. David's question was, what do you guys think about virtual fitness? Seems like the gyms are picking up on the idea and investing in virtual reality. I've seen some EOS with the system up and running. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I literally, I was like, I don't know what you're referring to, David. So he had to send us a
supplemental link
of a it's like an EOS ad, like EOS gym,
now,
EOS fitness
pause right
ad
there
or whatever.
So to the listeners that don't know what EOS is, what is EOS?
A gym.
Okay.
Like
it's popular.
Lifetime, yeah, like Lifetime
cookie cutter gym everywhere.
Yeah, it's standard gym. But yeah, apparently they are now doing like a virtual reality type of fitness thing
at the gym, like in the gym.
At the gym, apparently.
I've seen
according to the video that David sent and what they're saying. I guess they're setting it up. I don't really know how it's gonna work, like because I feel like you need a good amount of space for a virtual setup. Like you would need your own individual
headset. And
well, yeah, you need your own individual headset. You need, from what the video showed, like I guess you put these things like it's almost like a like TRX type of setup, or like those one new things that are on the wall where you just like kind of pull the cables out of or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so it's like it looks like that. Like you have these, like you grab these handles or whatever that are attached to the wall behind you, and you're supposed to be like punching and kind of moving and jumping and doing stuff like that. Like, but all with this giant headset on. But in my experience with the virtual headset stuff is like when you're doing these, because my kid has one of the headsets and for his games and stuff, but he needs like a decent amount of space, like to do this stuff. And then you gotta like try not to bump into the walls and like, you know, fall and trip on anything. And like, so my thing is, for these gyms, are they adding additional like
space,
like building onto the building, or are they removing stuff? Because they obviously need the space for each individual person, and you can't all be within the same, like if they just took over the dance room or whatever, that the whatever those rooms are called,
the group fitness
group fitness rooms, if they took over one of those rooms, like they can't all just be in there. They'd be freaking bumping and hitting each other, like
because they can't see.
Yeah, because you
got the headset. You're locked into the virtual world.
You got the headset on, yeah. So it's an interesting concept, I think, and I think some people might gravitate towards it. But from watching the video, obviously I don't know because I haven't tried it, but from watching the video, yeah, it's nah, dog. It's gonna be a no for me. Like it's a no for me. There's many factors though. Like it just looks unsafe. Like it feels super unsafe. Like it feels crazy unsafe because it's like, how is this headset like gonna function with you sweating your ass off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is it sliding around? Like, could it potentially cause problems? Like, it's electricity. Like, it's an electronic device, and you're dumping freaking water,
Yeah.
moisture into it. Like I don't know, if they figure out all that stuff, then maybe it might be all right. But at the same time, it feels super weird to me because like I don't know, like
It's,
it's just you're just like your avatar in your head
mhm.
and you're doing some
The
curls,
most
but it's
hilarious thing,
but it's not you like that you're looking at. It's like this
like your
fake
little
character.
cartoon character.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it, man.
That is an avatar, as you said. So
Yeah.
I have thoughts and I have a take on this,
Okay.
and I would
All
like to
right.
also see what you feel about
Yeah.
this. So
Okay.
first of all, this is all like hilarious. Like, let me
Yeah.
begin by saying I'm not like gonna gatekeep on this. Like, if you want
Yeah.
to be fit and if you need
Yeah. If you want to do it,
go ahead, whatever.
if it works for you, I guess it's not just like a fitness thing. Like, so you don't go in there and just like work out. Like, I guess it's like gaming. It's like some sort of like gaming slash fitness thing where you're like running and jumping over stuff, and you're like, it's a game,
Right.
but
But is that
it's
not
supposed to, but it's like
is that
it's
not
like
what
the it's like the Wii. It's like back in the
We
day
Fit?
with like
Is We Fit? But you
yeah,
have to
like
like
it's
pay
Wii
for it
Fit.
every time.
It's Wii Fit, but it's like with a headset. Like that's
Oh,
what it
dude, I got
looks
down
like.
on the Wii
That's
Fit.
what it
I got
feels
down on
like.
the Wii Fit, bro. I don't know if you know about that Wii Fit. I don't know if you had it. I don't know
That's
if you.
how Milo leaned out back in the day. Just doing that little tiny 2-inch platform
Dude, I was
thing. You just
bowling. I was.
stepping onto it, and
Oh no, that was the. What was that? Was it
that's
Wii?
a Wii Games. That's like the
Wii
whatever the
Sports.
games are. It's Wii Sports.
I
You're
got
like
the two confused.
sword fighting.
I got the two
You're
confused
sword fighting
because
and
they
you're
had.
smacking each other with
Yeah.
the little thing,
So Nintendo invented
trying to knock each
this.
other off the. Yeah,
It's
basically.
Nintendo. They're
So
like
yeah,
biting Nintendo on this. All right.
yeah,
So
that's what it feels like.
my thought on this, right?
Yeah,
So first of all, if you want to be fit, I got your back.
all
All
for it.
for it.
Yeah,
That's why we're here.
in whatever way you can make it happen.
Get it done.
Yes,
That's why we're here.
get it done.
We
Yeah.
made it. Literally, that's what this
Yes.
podcast is
Stay
about.
active. Yeah.
Yes,
Video games and fitness.
because I'll tell you what, that age will catch up on you. I'll tell you what. So
Yeah.
good for you, right? Now my take on this is like, it's a gimmick, dude. Like it's a gimmick. It's a
Yeah.
gimmick.
It definitely
Like,
feels like it.
what is the
Yeah.
fucking point? Because like, so you're gonna drive to the gym,
To
which
play
is
a video
already
game.
like equipped
Yeah. With tons
everything
of
you
yeah,
need
neat. Yeah.
and
To be fit.
to be fit. And
Yeah.
my stance on this, and this actually ties into the next question that we have, right? Is
Hmm.
like, just do the basics. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to add all these like bells and whistles and gimmicks
Yeah.
and like all these tricks to trick
Hmm.
yourself into getting in shape. Just get off your ass and get the work done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's like, what is the point? You're taking away valuable real estate from an already crowded gym. And now
Yeah.
you're filling up this room, and I've seen these types of rooms before. No one's in it.
Hmm.
No one's using it.
Hmm.
Like
I could see that. Yeah.
it's the whole thing with like COVID
Yeah, because
and
I'm sure that part of the gym is not like a
part
part
of
like
the like
yeah, like you got to pay that's an extra feature that you got to pay for. It's like a whatever they
it's an
call it, like
amenity and
a
yeah,
premium,
it's a
yeah, an
premium. Yeah,
add-on.
so for an
Yeah.
extra $10 a month. So I don't know,
Uh-huh.
dude. Like I mean, if you're like uncomfortable like working out in the free weight area, a lot of people are.
Yeah.
A lot of
If you're
people are. They don't,
uncomfortable, yeah.
they don't want to go over there.
Rather just
If you
put a
want to be
headset
locked
on.
into your virtual world, I guess that's cool. But like, it's
Yeah.
gonna, it's like the whole COVID shit where like they're doing like virtual training classes and like
Yeah.
virtual Peloton was like massive,
Or just
like
kind of die
the
out
bikes,
after a little
and then
while.
like now like nobody's like using the Peloton.
Nobody wants to.
Like
Yeah.
everybody cashed out the
Nobody.
stock, and like no one cares anymore because it's like
Yeah.
another gimmick. The gym shut down in 2020. Everybody went out and they thought, oh, I'll just buy a barbell. And like now,
Yeah.
like if nobody
Yeah.
trains at home anymore. So like it's
Yeah.
another thing that people will probably be like, hey, remember that?
Gravitate
Yeah,
towards
remember
for
that
a
one
brief
time?
amount of time, but yeah.
And then you think about it and it's like in the past. So I don't know.
Mm.
I say if it helps you, like
Go
go
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
But like you won't see me in there.
Not if I gotta pay extra. Like, you want to use me as a test subject,
Like
I'll
I'll do
give
it
it a
for
shot.
fun, like
Yeah,
just to
I'll
be
play around.
like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm not gonna
because
take it
it's a game.
serious. I'll
Yeah,
tell you what I took
yeah.
serious. That actually was a video game that got my fat ass in shape.
Dance
DDR.
Revolution.
Let's go,
I knew it.
dude.
I knew this
DDR.
one because I very vividly remember. So when that first came out back in the day, it was just at the arcade, the Dance Revolution, and it was like one of those where like, all right, like when you see people up there stomping, you know, doing all this stuff, and you're just like, what on earth? Well, the first time I went, well, I don't think it was the first time. One of the early times I went over to Milo's apartment back in the day. We were young men. We did a video game like party
Video game
night or
night.
whatever. So we're like, hooking up Xboxes in other rooms, and we're playing Halo, and we're doing all that stuff. Well, then at some point he's like, "Oh, you guys want to play
And everyone
DDR?"
laughed.
No, because you pulled out this
This
homemade
whole
like this like giant
pad. It's a pad
this like wooden fucking pad thing you made. You like put the gamepad on something
on a
else
wooden
to like make it
platform,
yeah, like to make it
like
even sturdier.
arcade. I've
And I'm
always
like,
done that.
what? He like created his own home arcade.
Yeah,
And we're just like, what? Like everyone's what? He's no man, it's this.
check it
Yeah,
out.
he was so
I'll show you.
into it. And Milo just
I'm like
just stomping around.
doing the spins.
Like, what is happening right now?
But
No, this game's great,
it's
man.
great.
And we're like,
You guys like,
absolutely
nah, I'm
not.
good.
Like, no,
Like
you think
we're
you
not
the-
drunk enough.
I think you were the only one who jumped on that thing. We're like, no.
But look at me now.
Motherfucker.
What's up now? I won't name
yeah,
names, but
that DDR leaned him out, got him going.
got the
Got
pit
him leaned
stain.
out enough to to start going to the gym and lifting, and
So
then it was all his history from it was,
ancient history.
the rest is history. Yeah,
But that's why I kind of feel sympathetic for this, because like I get
yeah,
it. Like
yeah,
whatever works for you. Like I tell you what, at my
absolutely,
fattest, I was like 250. That's a lot of
yeah.
weight to carry, dude,
It's a lot of
for
weight
this
to carry.
size, like
Yeah,
height, bro.
yeah,
And when I
yeah.
did like DDR, I lost like so much weight, and everyone's like, "Oh my god,
Mm. Yeah.
Milo's skinny." And so, well, that's like
I remember when you started lifting
yeah.
for like you went to a different location where we worked at, and then you like
Came back.
I hadn't seen you for like a long
I
time,
did
and then
the.
when you came back, you're like all
I did
freaking
the.
swole. Like, holy crap, who is this guy?
What's up now, motherfucker?
Yeah, I mean, I was just a scrawny little guy, so it didn't for
Yep.
me.
I'll tell you what,
I was just a skinny kid forever.
DDR and
Yeah.
LA Fitness.
Yeah,
That's
what did it.
yeah. So
That was the key. So yeah, maybe to answer David's question,
yeah,
maybe.
why not?
Yeah.
For the record, we are not experts. If you ask us a question, Jarrell is not a doctor. He's not a doctor.
David, I would say go for it.
I say
if you're interested.
do the screen grab.
If you're interested in virtual fitness, have at it.
Good luck.
Let us know. Let us know what you think. Be safe.
Yeah, don't crash into your fellow gym enjoyer.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you don't want to knock over some lady.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just
big ass headset, man. That's so crazy.
Okay, next question. Spit it out. What do we got?
Keanu.
Yeah,
Keanu.
you know what? Great guy. Shout out to Keanu.
Keanu.
And I'll say his last name because it's all over his Insta, so whatever. Keanu Rey Soto. Nice guy. We've actually mentioned him on the pod before.
Yeah, he bought a
shirt.
Stuff. Yeah.
He shows love.
Yeah, that's right.
He shows love, man. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does he have to say?
You can say this one because I have no idea
All right.
what
So,
that word is.
all right. All right. So,
I'm not that
you're
smart.
not a. We are not doctors. We don't. If
uh,
any advice we give you, it's just advice.
Modality.
Okay. So
So
he
that
says, "What's your guys' favorite modality of training and why?" Still would love to be a
this is
guest
like
in your guys'
mode of
show.
training.
I think
Oh,
so.
okay. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
says, "What's your favorite modality of training and why?" Still would love to be a guest in your guys' show. Would be tight. We'll talk games, lifting, pop culture, personal development. I think he'd be a good fit.
Nice.
I think he'd be a good fit.
Nice.
So he asks, "What's your favorite modality?" I think
I like. Sorry, go ahead.
I assume he's asking like, what is your style, like your favorite style of training?
Mm,
And I know you and I train differently, so let's go.
yeah.
My style is just basic, functional, old school, progressive overload training. Like just
Mm,
old school, lift heavy, eat big, get strong.
yeah.
Like I don't do flashy, like nothing. Like I just
J
do.
Ross stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so you and I train differently. So this is actually a great question because we both have different takes on this, right?
Yeah.
You and I
Yeah.
have different body styles, right? So
Different body
body
types.
body
Yeah.
types. Yes, thank you for that
Yeah.
correction. Like we're different. We enjoy
Mm-hmm.
different things. Like I like
Mm-hmm.
basic movements to start,
Yeah.
and I for years I've done push pull legs, push pull legs,
Yeah.
push pull legs, push pull legs, put
Mm-hmm.
for years and years and years and years and years, like forever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to switch what's broken. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
If it works for you, yeah, yeah.
Bread and butter compound movements, barbell,
Mm-hmm.
bench press, military shoulder press,
Yeah.
squats, and I used to do deadlifts, but I'm not a big fan of them now.
Yeah.
Um,
Just the basics,
just the
D
basics.
ball,
Yeah.
test.
Just the basics. Oh yeah. Can you splice that in on the YouTube episode?
Oh, good old Ronnie. Shout out to Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, just
Classic.
why don't you?
Still love
Yeah,
that
it's for the
shit.
listeners that don't know what that is. Jarrell's gonna. I pray that he puts that in the episode.
uh I I I am right there with you on that style, but I've also um enjoy other like styles of training as well. Like I really like hit training, like hit workouts. I really kind of like mixing it up personally because I feel like it's beneficial and it works really well for me, because I've always felt like when I am doing just the standard traditional lifting, the push pull leg stuff, I kind of get like stiff almost. Like I don't know if that makes
Your
sense.
body
Like
gets
I
used to it.
need the yeah, like I need the shock and I need the change and the flexibility that comes with and the endurance that comes with a lot of the other type of stuff that I do. You see me doing all my weird, crazy, random workout stuff. It's because like I feel like it helps me kind of shake that, when you get just kind of accustomed to doing workouts a specific way. That's why there's a lot of stuff that you're like, I can't
I'm
do
not doing
that.
that.
Like,
Fuck that.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not climbing to the top of that thing.
There's no
What
way.
is
But you know
what's the
what?
point?
But you know what? So,
But I do this stuff because like I look at it too, like especially with body weight stuff, um, is if I fell off the side of a freaking cliff, like I don't have I'm gonna need to pull myself up. Like I have to be strong enough, and I have to be able and what's it conditioned,
I gotta.
like body weight wise, to be able
Mm-hmm.
to make those, to be able to
You know
pull
what?
yourself up or
Mm-hmm.
push something or hold on to, like it's a different type of feeling and
Mm-hmm.
it's a different
I,
type of
I got a word for you.
like, hmm.
Sorry to cut you off. Functional. It's functional,
It's very functional.
right?
Yeah.
So
So I do a
functional
lot of
training.
that type. I do a lot of functional training too.
is the thing,
Yeah.
right? So
Hmm.
train for like purpose.
Real life.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you and I have a different like career, right? So you
yeah.
train
Specifically
for
for
what you right just in
anything
case.
that I might have to deal with. Yeah,
Exactly. And me, I just want to be like I just want to look good in my little virtual photo.
yeah.
And so like
I wanna look good. I want to look good too, but it's just like
but
I don't
I'm
know.
not
I look
training
at it
for
too
yeah.
like I look at it too like I want to like as my kids get older and as I get older, I want to be able to run with them. I want to be able to jump and like climb and do stuff with them and not be like that dad that's just like hanging out,
We've seen them.
just watching or whatever. Like, hey, dad, can you do these monkey bars with us? Like, I want to do that. I want to be that. Like, we go to trampoline park. I want to be able to do stuff and not
Yeah.
just be chilling, hanging out on the
Mhm.
side. And
Mhm.
if you're not capable because you don't
Uh-huh.
train those types of movements, the quick movement stuff, the angles, the like whatever, like if you don't like ever work on anything like that, then it's going to be harder like in person. Like jumping on a freaking trampoline like is kind of exhausting. Like you don't
Mhm.
realize like it's not and then not even that, but jumping off and making sure you land properly and safely. Like there's different weird little things that like you don't realize like if you train
Right.
for that, like or in a way that molds into that type of stuff, then
Mhm.
it works out.
And
Like
yeah,
I
and
don't know.
also yes, perfect. Thank you. And also like what example are you setting to? So for the fathers out
Yeah.
there, for the parents out
Yes.
there, like
Yeah. I want to be
I
my children's like hero.
right.
Like that's what personally, like that's I want them to look at me because I've seen it before too. I've seen it recently. I think I texted you the other day where it's like this father and son in the gym, and the dad looks. I mean, he's pretty late in life type
Mhm.
of deal, but at least it looks like he's
He's at
trying.
least showing up, yeah.
Yeah, like but he's trying. But it's like for me, I don't want to be that. Like I want my kids to be like, man,
Man,
like
yep.
our dad was
You know
was
what?
badass
Yep.
like their
Everyone
whole life. And it's I mean teach their own, but I'd rather be my kids, superhero than for them to look at me like, oh, like, yeah, that's
damn.
our dad.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes our
You know
dad.
what,
Hey
dude?
guys,
Yeah,
I don't want to be that dad.
everyone has like that
Yeah.
one like uncle. Like I don't know, I do. I don't know if you did or everyone has like that one like family member where you look back at their
Mm.
old photos and you're like,
Like,
"Damn."
dang.
Like
Yeah.
Uncle so and so was like ripped.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I want my kids to look back at like my
Yeah.
Instagram one day
Yeah.
and be like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit, that was my dad."
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
set a legacy. Set
Yeah.
set put something out
S- s-
there
Yeah.
that others can be proud of.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that is a great topic for a different day too.
Mm-hmm.
Like setting the legacy. Like
Yeah.
what the hell are we doing this for? Are we doing this for likes and views or are we doing this to set
Yeah.
like to to
Yeah.
to leave a mark?
Yeah.
Let's save that for a different
I don't
day.
know. All
Anyway, so
right.
to answer the question, Jarrell likes to do backflips and cartwheels and I like to do and he's an ab workout enthusiast.
Flinging, swinging around from the monkey bars and like a maniac,
And I just like do like
like, I ain't going
I'm
up
not doing
there.
that. I'm not fucking going up there. Fuck that.
So
Yeah.
yeah, thank you,
Thanks.
Keanu, for the question, and yeah, that's gonna be Ask Ready Player.
I'm not asking those guys nothing. Shout out to Jarrell for the video clips and sound clips and all the stuff that makes
Yeah.
us look good. So thank you for putting that together. All right. Switching gears. Let's talk about fucking video games, dude.
Video
Switching
games.
gears to
Oh man.
Multiversus. I'm just gonna go right into it.
Oh, you're going
I'm going
straight
right.
into
Okay,
it.
I'm
No,
going in.
yeah,
Going
don't care about any
in.
other game. no other game right now exists other than
Welcome to
the
the
new, brand
multi
new
versus.
WB Warner Brothers, which that's a whole nother thing we need to discuss briefly too if we
Oh, they
can.
fucked it
Warner
all up.
Brothers
They fucked it all up.
shaking things up. Oh, they're
Enjoy it
shaking
while you
things up.
can.
Oh man, it is getting wild. Yeah. So
Enjoy.
anyway,
All I can say is enjoy multiverses while you can, because DC
dude.
is fucked. Warner Brothers,
Yeah, Warner Brothers is like, I don't
we
know
don't know
what's
what we're
happening.
doing.
They just, yeah,
So,
they just hold, it's like grabbing onto a tree, and you're just like shaking it, and just like seeing what falls off, and then they're tossing that out. That's what it feels like.
to
It's like,
those,
wait, what is happening right now?
to the kiddies out there and the
Yeah.
men and women who listen to
Mhm.
us, so they don't know what multiverses is. Could you explain that to them?
Oh yes, yes. Shoot. Do you know what Smash Brothers is?
Everybody knows what Smash is.
If you know what Smash Brothers is, this is like Smash, but
Good.
on an incredibly amazing, like super duper advanced level, like enhanced level. Sorry, it's the coolest multiplayer fighting game we've had in I don't even know how long. Like Nickelodeon tried to do it with their Nickelodeon Brawl Stars, and it kind of flopped pretty quick. I heard they updated it though. I haven't jumped on to see, but I heard they updated it and they added like the characters' voices and all that stuff.
Don't bother.
But
Don't bother.
still compared to this though, like I just don't see it being on par. Like even if they added the voices and stuff, this multiverses game is just so freaking cool. Like,
But like,
damn,
why do you
it's
feel that way?
cool.
Is it because of like it's different and it's fresh?
It's different. Yeah, it's also so all of the characters are not only from like one thing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so the Nickelodeon, they're all Nickelodeon characters. The Smash Brothers, they're all Nintendo characters, and then a handful of other miscellaneous
Yeah.
ones, but not like this one has got Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. It's got Steven Universe and Garnet from Steven Universe. It's got Bugs Bunny and Taz. It's got freaking the Iron Giant. Like
Why
what?
is he
Like
there? Yeah.
that? Yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, uh, Shaggy and Velma. Like who else is on? Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Crazy. Like the lineup for the game, and this is only like the first little um like the first I don't know season or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how they're doing it, but
Yeah.
this is only
Yeah.
first. This is the only first batch of players.
It's technically in
So
beta.
yeah, it's still actually it's still technically in beta, which is even crazier because it's like the best beta
It's
game
like
I've ever
it's
played. Like how is
done.
this so good? Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. But it's awesome because it's like each player or each character performs differently. It's not like like in Smash you can kind of just do the standard, like if you can fight with anybody for the most part, like you all the moves are basically the same. But on here, like it's not that's not the case. Like I'm a Finn enjoyer myself. Like I personally really like Finn the human, as he's my favorite character on there to play with, to use. But like I switched from him to like Superman, and Finn is really fast, but Superman is not. Superman's slow.
Right.
You know, he's really powerful, but he's slow, and it's a different. You have to like learn each style
And
of character and how they fight to like be decent with them. Because I got owned like pretty quickly with when I switched characters. I'm like, dude, like how am I losing?
right.
Like,
And there's like a class system. So like
yeah,
Superman's like a
mm-hmm.
tank,
Yeah,
and like there's like different like styles,
different levels. Yeah,
and
mm-hmm.
teamwork is like a big part of the game too. So
Yeah,
if you have a friend,
mm-hmm.
so luckily you and
Yeah,
I are both enjoyers, so we've
yeah.
teamed up against other
Mm-hmm.
players.
Yeah, it's great.
Uh, so that's cool. Like actually, if we have time today, like I would like to jump on with you today.
Yeah, yeah,
The best
I
part,
agree.
yeah. So thank you for that. The best part is like the rumors. Like I love me a
Mm.
good.
Uh,
I like to
yeah,
speculate. Now I have a
on
list
who's
here.
what
Like
characters are gonna potentially get added to the game, and
right,
that's what's cool too. Is like the because of how diverse the characters are already, like it just
the
expands it
possibilities are
for
like
yeah. Like
endless.
there's so many possibilities of characters
So
that can be
yeah,
added to the roster.
and Warner Brothers, they're like massive too. So they're a lot like
Yeah.
Disney. Like Disney
Hmm.
owns like everything. And like so
Yeah.
does Warner Brothers. Like, did you? So Space Jam 2 sucked. Everybody knows that movie
Yeah.
sucked.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had
But
LeBron
on
on there
Space
too.
Jam, oh yeah, you forgot about LeBron, bro.
I forgot
What
about
the hell are you?
because he's
Yeah,
not
fuck
good.
LeBron.
He was not good to play with on there.
Um,
At
but
least not for me.
the one of the cool things about Space Jam 2, like probably the only thing that was like interesting about that movie, was
Mm,
all the like cameos
mm.
because they owned everything. They had
Yeah.
like in the
Oh,
background like
all the yeah. I
Joker
forgot
and
about
like
that. Yeah.
Freddy
Everything.
Krueger and like because they
Hmm.
own it, so like why not? And shout out
Yeah.
to like Ready Player Lift, the movie, like that
Ready
movie.
Player One.
Yeah, Ready Player One. See, oh my god,
I was like, we have a movie now.
damn, I spoiled it.
Shout out to our movie,
Yeah, see, I'm so
Ready
used to saying Ready Player Lift.
Ready
Ready
Player
Player
Lift movie.
One. We own the book. I had the book back here somewhere. Ready Player
um,
One was like that too, where it had all the
yeah.
different like
Yeah, I do remember
the
that. That was
DeLorean,
epic. Yeah, because they had the Iron
Iron
Giant
Giant,
in
Freddy
there.
Krueger, I think,
Yep,
and
the
like if
DeLorean.
you like
Yep,
look
yep.
closely,
That's
you're
the
like
same.
trying to find.
That's the same thing. They
So
had all the really cool stuff. Yeah.
so this game is basically like a giant flex because
Mm,
here's a list of like characters that could possibly be in it. So you got
okay.
I'll just randomly pick them out. So we got Marvin the Martian, so he's a Looney Tune.
Oh,
Yeah, so he's actually one of my
can't
favorite.
do a good Marvin
I
voice.
can, but like
Oh, there's
there
Space
it is,
Ranger.
there it is.
Or whatever.
Joker from DC Comics. Uh,
Nice.
the Hound. So if you
I
are a
sorry to interrupt you. So go back in the Joker. I wonder which voice actor they're going to use for the Joker though. Like, are they going to use Mark Hamill? Like, is he going to be the Joker, or are they going to? You know
well,
what I
he's like
mean?
the
Like,
quintessential
that
like
would be.
voice
Oh
actor.
man, that would be amazing if they used him.
You know
Anyway,
who
okay, keep
well,
going.
no, you got me stuck on the Joker now. So you know who I
Okay.
wish they would add as the voice for the Joker?
Hmm.
Joaquin Phoenix.
but,
You get what you
but it would
fucking
have.
deserve.
it would it would have to be that version of the Joker though.
Yeah,
Like he
but
could
that's
could be
possible as
the
like
cartoon
wouldn't that
version.
be fucking cool? Like with the purple
That'd be
suit
pretty wild. Yeah.
before he does the musical with
That'd be oh
Lady
Lord,
Gaga.
don't
That's
even get
not
me
right.
started on that.
All right.
Oh no.
So to go down the list, the Hound, if you're a Game of Thrones enjoyer, you know who the
That
Hound
would be
is. He'd
cool.
be like a
Him and
big,
Arya would probably be dope
that'd be a
together.
dope team.
Like yeah. Yeah.
Of course, Scorpion and Sub Zero, Godzilla.
Hmm.
Why?
Oh, maybe.
Why?
Maybe.
He's the size of a
He's kind of too big
skyscraper.
though.
You're gonna like
Yeah.
scale
He's
him
bigger than
down.
I mean the Iron Giant
He's
is
big.
big in the
But like
game,
the Iron
but like
Giant versus
Godzilla is
Godzilla,
still
that would be like a
yeah.
dope matchup.
Godzilla would take up the whole screen.
Scooby Doo, which if you're a Shaggy enjoyer, you know that would be cool.
Yeah, which I'm actually really surprised
He's like not
he's
there.
already not. Yeah, like they put Velma.
Well, they could have done it like
and
Tom and Jerry,
Shaggy
where it's like Tom and Jerry, like Scooby and Shaggy, like as like
together.
one, like Ice
Yeah,
Climbers on Smash. Anyway,
yeah.
Animaniacs,
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Gizmo from the Gremlins, like that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Like Gizmo versus
I
like.
don't. What would he? Was he
Could
just
you
gonna,
imagine that?
Like, was he gonna sing? Like, what's he? He's not. Or is he
What if they
like
did like?
something happens and he turns into a gremlin?
It would be
Like,
dope. You know what they should do? They should tribute Gremlins too. So like all the different variants, all the different alternate costumes would be like
freaking
googly-eyed
lipstick,
gremlin.
makeup, like a wig.
Could you put that picture on that, please? Like of
What-
the lipstick gremlin, like over this episode. Electricity gremlin. If you've seen Gremlins 2, like you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so ridiculous. Like, yeah.
here's a gremlin that sings New York, New York for no reason.
Start spreading the news.
Anyway, who else? We
So what
got
other characters potential?
Fred Flintstone, Samurai Jack, Neo from the
Samurai
Matrix.
Jack. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I feel like
Neo, that'd be cool.
Eh.
Plays Neo.
Yeah.
Neo versus Superman. That would be like
the
dope.
OG, yeah, the OG Neo.
Oh yeah,
though,
not Matrix.
not the new Neo. The not that new Neo. Where
he's like on the motorcycle.
He's puts his hand up every. I'm like,
They should.
He's too old. That's all he can do.
he's getting up there. They should have the bum Merovingian.
Oh my god,
as a playable character.
Things used to be good.
Okay. Switching gears. So okay, great game. Highly recommend it.
Yes, highly recommend it. Multiversus, it's available as a beta, I think, on PS5
everywhere.
as well,
it's
right
crossplay too.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So you could be a
jump on it,
5.
find us, so we can play.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be amazing.
Next up on the list, Forza Horizon Hot Wheels DLC.
Oh, that's right. That dropped and it's cool, man. Like if you want to dip into your inner childhood, if you were into Hot Wheels, which I don't know,
like what kid wasn't,
like what kid wasn't like into Hot Wheels as a kid. I highly recommend the Forza new update that they did with the Hot Wheels thing, and it's just cool. Like it's cool, like driving a freaking like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like epic.
Doing
like,
loop-de-loops while flying down like a hill at like 380 miles per hour. Like,
yeah, it's just wild.
Dude, I blasted like Guns N' Roses while going down. And I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is everything I dreamed of as a boy.
But yeah, recommend that.
Cuphead DLC.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, which is funny. The Cuphead DLC, it's not it just stands for delicious last course. Like, it's not,
is that why you wanted to talk about it, just because of the name?
Well, it's funny because like you think of DLC and it's
downloadable content.
It's not that.
That's what DLC stands for.
Which is kind of which is funny because it's not like it's their title and it's just Cuphead Delicious Last Course, and it's really cool, but it's freaking hard. Like it's
like all things Cuphead.
It's stupid hard. It's way hard. The first game is nothing. Like this one is like, what on earth? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, it's just, I ain't got time for this time. I'm not getting sucked in. So yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. So we sped through
Multiversus though. Multiversus is number one.
Who gives a shit about anything else?
It's really hard to care about any other games right now because that Multiversus is just so dang good. But
I have a few games that I'm looking forward to. We'll talk about them next week. But
okay.
All right. So pop culture. Now people like us. People like the pop culture.
Pop music.
People like the pop culture. They like when we talk about all things.
There's a lot of pop culture going on right now.
So what you got?
Well, we were talking about Warner Brothers and how Warner Brothers is just shaking that tree and just getting rid of all the stuff they don't want, which lumps in DC, obviously, right?
It does,
because that's all a part of it, and it's one of those like, what on earth?
What are they doing?
Is happening? What's happening with DC? They are just slashing it all.
They just like came in and okay. So to those who don't,
go ahead.
No,
to those who don't know.
To those who don't know, like what was it, like 3 days ago? Like these announcements just came out with like
I don't know. Well, because Warner Brothers did a merger with Discovery, so like the Discovery Channel, like, and Warner Brothers like merged, I guess, to make this super
But like, is Discovery even like
company.
that big though? I didn't even think it was like that big. Apparently,
Apparently,
it's like
I
this
guess.
big deal. Like,
Because they,
like what does Discovery
as soon as
own? Like Shark Week?
yeah, yes,
Like
well,
that's what I
that's what
think
I'm
of when I
saying.
think
Like,
Discovery Channel.
yeah, yeah. Well, as soon as the merger happened, then then like all this
These
stuff just like
changes. I see changes.
yeah,
I s-
tons of movies canceled, people laid off,
Batgirl, let's
fired. Like
go.
they, dude,
Batgirl.
yeah. Apparently, I didn't even know they were making a Batgirl
Oh, I
movie,
told you
but
about the Batgirl.
apparently
I
they
told you
were.
about that Batgirl.
Yeah,
I told you as
Batgirl
soon as I heard about that Batgirl.
canceled,
Done.
canceled. Yeah, Batgirl canceled.
Bye.
The Flash. I think the Flash
The
is
Flash
too,
has
right?
been
Or it's like
postponed.
or it's like yeah.
Now let's talk
Whatever.
about the Flash real quick.
Yeah.
Ezra
Okay.
Miller,
Yeah. Old boy Ezra Miller
boy can't
just
behave.
can't.
Just cannot behave.
Still can't behave.
They
We've
brought
talked
Michael
about this
Keaton.
full before too.
They brought
yeah.
Michael Keaton out of like
back to put on the suit.
And
to
I
be
told you about
Batman.
that suit. I told you what I thought about that leaked footage of that suit.
his boobs.
They brought the I know there's a PG-13 podcast, but they brought back the like it looks like bat titties. Remember the bat nipples on Batman Forever? So it's like I think they might have brought that back.
They put him back in that suit where it's a little, Anyway, yeah. Sorry, Michael Keaton, but now we don't get to see him as Batman again. They nixed all of that. They chopped everything, man. It's just all like Batgirl.
Looking
Flash,
at the footage of Batgirl,
possibly.
like, did you see that run?
Yeah, it's like
she's doing the run. It's like, what on earth is this? And like, what is that suit? All right, so whatever. Batgirl's done. Flash is like delayed, and then like Ben Affleck is like back.
Oh yeah, he's supposed to be back apparently,
but
somehow.
But then also like there's like the new Joker coming out, which is supposed to be like a musical.
What you said was going to be the with Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker 2 or whatever, but apparently it's a musical, and then Lady Gaga's supposed to be Harley Quinn.
It's supposed to be like set in like Arkham Asylum, so like it could be cool, like them locked up singing in like jail.
I guess.
It
just makes me think of
I just think of that scene of the Joker coming down the stairs doing the kick.
Oh, I was gonna say it makes me think of that scene from Good Burger where they're locked up in the insane asylum and they start playing
Good Burger. Can you play that?
And they all get all the patients to start dancing, and then the guards.
That's what it's going to be. So if you want to know what Joker 2 is going to look like, go ahead and throw
just
on
watch Good Burger,
which is
classic
a great
90s
film.
It's still like, decent. Yeah, it's still all right.
All right.
That's what I immediately thought of.
And then DC, so okay, and then DC is like they announced a 10-year plan. So they said, all right, we're just going to start all over. Yeah, did you hear about this?
No, I did not.
They're actually going to start over. And they're going to reboot. And they're going to focus
again.
They're going to
for like the millionth time.
They have admitted that the Marvel formula is the way, which everybody knows Marvel did it right back in the day. Let's not talk about Marvel today. But they're basically going to do the Marvel
story now.
So we're still in phase 1 of DC, dude. There are 3 movies about Ant-Man. There's a fucking like show like about a fucking tree that says I am Groot. The fucking show.
Oh yeah, that's
like
coming out.
And it's like Marvel is like gone.
It's like 4 Thor movies.
4 Thor movies
already.
And it's like DC is still like
trying to figure out
like how do we do this?
Wanted.
And really all anyone wants is Batman.
They went too big.
All anyone wanted was Batman, which we got the Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
finally.
please build on that. Let's see more Colin Farrell as a fucking
the Joker
as the Penguin.
The Joker
was good
with Joaquin. Yeah.
And like make another. Everyone likes Henry Cavill. Bring him back as Superman. Give him his own fucking movie. And then make Wonder Woman like good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on that last one, man. That was rough.
And like you got a winning formula.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, they're gonna restart it all, and there's
Just let Snyder come in and freaking do it all, and it'll be good. Like he fixed freaking
you know
Justice
what? I'm
League,
actually
made it
watching Justice League
phenomenal.
Snyder Cut again,
Oh,
dude. I've been working on that movie
so
for
good.
3 days now.
Well, it's like 3 hours
It's
long, right?
four.
Or
It's like
four
four and
hours
a half
long.
hours
Yeah,
long,
it's
and it's
crazy,
like chapters. So
but
I'm like,
it's
oh,
so good
it's so
though.
worth it for Snyder's like
It's
scene. His
dang, it's so
cinematography
good.
is so good, and it's
Hmm.
like
And he put the story
it's
together right.
completely
You know?
fixed, and there's everybody's fleshed
Yeah,
out, and Cyborg actually has like a big role,
yeah. He's like the
uh,
main
and he's
character
like
for the most
so
part.
good. And it's like, how do they fuck
Hmm.
this up?
Yeah, you know.
Anyway,
And Marvel too,
yeah,
because
Marvel.
Marvel is this new this new. We thought we were excited when old Disney took over Marvel, and we're like, oh, this is gonna be great. Same with Star Wars. Oh, this is everything. We're gonna get nothing but this great Star Wars and
Yeah, Ewan
Marvel
McGregor's
movies. This is
back.
gonna be great. Yeah, and then
Uh,
yeah, I don't know. It's just like meh. Like a lot of like I
eh,
don't know what is happening. Like it's been mostly
meh.
not that
Like
not that great,
Thor
you know. Thor
was.
was it was all right. It was a movie. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't it'll never top Ragnarok. It'll never be on that level. Like there was a lot of aspects of the new Thor that were really really stupid. But some stuff was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff was cool. But like overall, it started off so good though. Like that's the crazy thing. Like it started off like,
Yeah,
dang,
this is
this is
gonna
gonna
be
be great.
the
Like
soundtrack, and
with
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale
No spoilers.
came in and that whole bit, and then the Thor part in the beginning. Like I was like, this is gonna be awesome. And then it just kind of
It's kind of
this floated around and was what it was, and
eh.
eh,
You know what? Here's a fun
yeah.
fact for you. Did you know? Did you know that
Hmm.
Thor: Love and Thunder currently has a lower Rotten Tomatoes score than Thor: The Dark World? Let's go. That says a
Wow. Wow.
lot.
Yeah, because the Dark World was not good.
Look it up. Google it.
That's
Google it
crazy.
and compare.
Yeah. So Thor 4 is worse than Thor 2 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Look it
Oof.
up.
Yeah.
Fact
That's rough.
fact check it.
I think it's because Thor Ragnarok was
Yeah,
so
you can't
good
like
that
live
it's
up to
like,
that.
yeah, like he just like he made like the Love and Thunder was just like a goof show. Like it was like
And Christian, well, I won't spoil it.
slapstick funny
You know
stuff.
what?
Like
This
it was
movie is
like
going to be on Disney Plus in like a month. So just
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
So my
There's
review
certain
is wait.
yeah, yeah. If you I look at it this way: if you um go into watching it not expecting
Anything.
anything, then
If
it'll
you're
be all right.
bored,
Yeah, or if you go into watching it like not hoping Thor is just gonna be like old school Thor, where he's like more serious and like
he's a
you know
fucking buffoon.
badass. Like he's silly. He's a lot
And if you're
sillier for
if you're
sure.
expecting them
Yeah,
to like set up,
so it's different.
and it's
Yeah,
also like the original Marvel setup. Like they set up like so much with each movie.
yeah,
And this one, we
yeah.
don't even know like we're
I don't know what the heck's going to
like
happen.
what's
I
the
don't know what's
plan.
going on. Yeah, no idea what's going on. What was I gonna say? In Ragnarok, he started off a little like kind of silly, but it was like funny.
It was a
Like
it was a
it wasn't
it was like a
overboard.
good ratio.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
a
like
good balance between him being serious and then not, and him being goofy. But yeah, since still on the topic of Disney and Marvel and all that. Speaking of Disney, I watched the new Lightyear, aka Buzz Lightyear
Bud
movie
Light Beer.
on. Good God, dude. Good Lord. I was fine with everything else. I was okay with. I was even okay with all the wokeness. Like it was like whatevs to me. But Buzz Lightyear sucked, dude. He was horrible. He was a total asshole. Like the whole freaking movie. Like it's the weirdest thing to picture Buzz Lightyear like not being cool and like not like people not liking him because Toy Story. Like, hey, it's
Oh my
Buzz, yeah.
god, the
Everyone liked him,
Andy
yeah. Like
like
Andy loved him. All the other toys loved him. He was like endearing and just a great character. Woody's the only one who didn't like him
Well,
because
he was jealous.
he was taking his spot. Yeah, he was jealous. But other than that, like him as a character, he wasn't shitty. Like this Buzz Lightyear, this fool, man, this dude sucked. Like he was a total a hole to everyone the entire freaking movie. Like he was just like not cool, man. Like he was just like, what is this dude's problem? Like these people are trying to help you. Like you're still
What the
like
hell
I
was the
just
movie
don't
even
get it,
about?
man. Time travel.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically, is my biggest understanding of it. It was about time travel, but the dumbest part of it for me is so in the very beginning of the movie, it has these words that come across the screen. It says, in 1994, Andy uh, received a Buzz Lightyear toy from his favorite movie
This is that
at the
movie.
time or whatever. This is that movie. And I'm like,
Ain't
absolutely
no
not.
way.
This
Ain't no
is
way.
not that movie. You know why? Because in 1994, same-sex marriage was not acceptable. Like that's number 1. So you got it wrong. Like this is dumb. Like it 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 was fine that they were doing what they were doing in the movie, but like the little bits of that stuff is what pissed me off. It was just like, how are you saying Andy in 1994
Like sat
watched
there.
this
You know
yeah,
what else
sat there
dropped in
and
1994?
watched
Jurassic Park. Nightmare
yeah,
Before
that's
Christmas.
right. Yeah,
You know,
not
cool shit
competing with
that
this
had
movie was
nothing
not
to do.
competing with that.
Yeah.
No. And well, what's funny is like, so this movie's so bad. This his character is so shitty the entire movie to everyone. He's just an asshole to every person, other than the little cat. Like he's all right with the cat, but all the rest of the people, like he's just like a dick, like to everyone. Like it's just like, what is this dude's problem? Like he's just not cool. Like he's just such an a-hole. He's so focused on finishing his mission that he just like treated everyone else like shit. And what's funny about this movie is going back to that beginning part. Oh, Andy's favorite movie. So it's a kid watched this movie allegedly and was so excited after watching this movie that he wanted the action figure toy, right? That's the basic initial premise of this stupid movie. Well, I'll tell you that's not true because my children watched it and one of them fell asleep and the other one said if if they make a part 2, if they make a second movie, they don't want to see it. Like
What the
that's
hell?
from children's mouths, not from me. Like I didn't say that. I didn't influence them in any way. Like I was just like
So why didn't Pixar like
it
let
was that
kids watch the
not
movie
it was just
first to like
it
test
was
it?
that bad. Yeah, dude, yeah. It was that bad. Like it was like he has no the problem is his character has no character arc. Like he just stays exactly the same the entire movie all the way to the very end when he has like this little bit of a change where he's like, "Oh, yeah, I should be more accepting to people and blah 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 whatever nonsense he spouted off." But it was just like, "Okay,
What
like
is this?
this is dumb." And the I don't care if I'm gonna spoil it. It's dumb. Zurg, they fucked up Zurg. They fucked him up.
How do you fuck
The
up
bad
Zurg? Yeah, I
guy
know who
Zurg.
Zurg is.
Yeah, he's.
Is he like
I can't believe I'm saying this. He is Buzz Lightyear.
what?
Yeah. Yes. During the trials of Buzz Lightyear doing his freaking trying to doing his space flights or whatever, he kept it's basically from the beginning of the movie they get stranded on a planet, and to get off the planet they have to do this test run in space to figure out the formula for this fuel that they need to get to put in their space ship, the giant one, to get everyone off of the planet, right? Because it broke, the fuel cells or whatever broke, so they can't leave. So they have to figure out the formula based off of all the resources on the planet to fuel the giant spaceship to leave. So he takes a smaller spaceship, does a test run, tries to get to hyperspace or whatever with and create this formula or for the fuel cells or whatever. And each time he does it, he goes. It's only like he, for example, he was gone for like 4 minutes, right? But apparently on the planet it had been 4 years. So like
Okay.
each time he
Wonder that
does
is.
each time he does the test to try to do it, time is just going on without him. So he basically did a test run for like 2 hours, and it had been like 200 years or whatever, like a hundred years or something like that. It was like whatever
Why
the
the
amount of
fuck
time
are
was.
they
So
confusing kids
his
with this
best,
time
yeah.
travel shit?
So his best friend, she gets married, has a kid. That kid grows up. She ends up getting old. She dies, has a grandchild. Blah
Well,
blah
that's
blah blah.
sad.
Yeah, I know. So it goes through all of that, and then Buzz. So you would think, like, at the point when he found out, all this time had passed, right? And his best friend is now dead. You would think maybe he would change at that point and have some sort of self realization that I need to be a better person and more accepting. No, he's an a hole still. Like, he goes on one more test run, comes back, lands again. It had been like, 20 years or something, but he figured out the formula on this last test run. He figured it out. So when he gets back, crash lands, and now Zurg is there. And so he runs into his best friend's daughter, who is like this sweet little girl. She's dumb, but she's like fine. She's like a teenager or something, and her little ragtag crew. And he's like a total a hole to all of them. And is like, I don't need any of y'all. I can do all this by myself. Peace out. And by this point, it's like pretty far along in the movie to where you're like, why is, like, dude, like, chill out, man. Like, it's been 100 years on this planet. Like, you should have some sort of understanding that things are not like the same anymore. But like, he has not changed at all. And it's just like really, I don't know. It's just like frustrating. It was frustrating to watch because it started off kind of decent. They had the little line from like the original Toy Story where he's like, "I've landed on a strange
Oh yeah.
planet," like, and he's talking to
And it
Star
was like,
Command and blah,
hey,
blah. And so you're like,
just
"Oh,
like Tim
cool."
Allen.
Yeah,
But it
and then it
wasn't.
just went
But you know what?
like, this went to total shit, and it was just like the dumbest thing. So anyway, Zurg is Buzz Lightyear because at some point during one of the test trials, this is a whole time thing too that was weird because we're following along on this Buzz Lightyear's time traveling story. Well, apparently there was another Buzz Lightyear that he went so far into. I guess the faster you go, the further you go into the future. So he went so fast that he went so far into the future that everything was like, the technology was
Mm-hmm.
crazy, like
Yeah,
these
yeah.
robots and all this stuff. And so he went inside. Zurg is a suit. He went inside. Old man Buzz went inside a Zurg suit, and then basically just like was Zurg,
And
and
now
he was
he's
just
like
trying
trying
to
to kill
figure
himself.
out. No, the old man.
Like,
Well, so what he was trying. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So what he was trying to do is he was trying to capture Buzz because Buzz figured out the formula to the hyperspace or whatever thing.
oh
But
my
he was gonna. But old man Buzz. I know this
god.
dude is so much. Old man Buzz was going to use. I know everyone's like asleep. They're fast forwarding through this piece of the podcast. What the fuck is this?
Imagine watching this.
Dude, it's
Like,
crazy. I explained. So my kid fell asleep watching the movie. The other one said they don't want to watch it. My wife hadn't seen it, so I explained the story to her just like I'm doing now. I look over, she was asleep. She fell asleep to me explaining this stupid story of this shitty movie to her. She passed the fuck out. Like, I was like, holy shit, this movie is bad. Like, it's bad. Yeah. So I wouldn't waste your time, in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
I didn't bother because, like, first
Yeah.
of all, who gives a shit?
I didn't even care.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't care about all the woke stuff they added to it because I knew that was gonna Disney's kind of going that route with a lot of things, which is fine. It's whatever. But like, at least make it a good story.
yeah,
Like, I don't care if you want to have, you know, a, a a very small scene of a wife and a wife hugging or whatever, like,
yeah.
or
Who cares?
giving
Just
each
like,
other a
can we
kiss
just like
when
have
they're
like a
when
good
they're old.
movie?
Like,
Like,
but it's, yeah, at least make it a good movie. Like, I don't like. It's just dumb, dude. Like, it's just really dumb. Like, dumb. It was
I
terrible.
just
It was no
there's no
good.
point without Tim Allen because like Tim Allen is like the OG Buzz, and I can't
Yeah.
imagine anyone playing that character.
Well,
Like,
it
what's
was
supposed to be
fine. Yeah, it was fine. It's just, make it a good
like when I
movie.
think Buzz
Don't
Lightyear,
don't make Buzz a complete
I don't
asshole.
think
Like,
Chris Evans. I think Tim Allen.
yeah.
Like,
But
I
even
don't.
even that, like, the voice thing, it wasn't there was, like I'm saying, like there was no issue with a lot of stuff. Visually, it looked amazing. Like the voice stuff, it didn't bother me, but it was just the story sucked,
Like it just
and
wasn't good.
the character
And
sucked.
the
Yeah,
movie
he was just such a shitty Buzz Lightyear. Like
and the
he
movie
was
bombed. Like
terrible.
nobody like
Yeah,
bothered. And
yeah,
meh.
yeah. It was too. They went too far with it. Went too far.
I'll tell you what.
It was no good.
I'll tell you who
You
went too
know,
far. See if I
Beyonce.
could see if I could do that J-Rail
Oh,
transition.
Beyonce.
I'll tell you who
Oh,
went too
Beyonce
far.
went too. Yeah, Beyonce went too far. And
Beyonce
people are
has
spazzing
been-
out over it. Ow. So apparently you can't say spaz anymore. And I looked into it as to why, and I didn't realize. I guess your favorite girl Lizzo said
She's got
something,
canceled too.
well,
Lizzo
she said
got
a line as, yeah, she had she said spaz in a song too,
I
or
guess
something,
I-
like she was spazzing out. So apparently the reason is I guess like spaz is used
It's a
as
derogatory.
no, it's used as a term in the medical field with someone who has cerebral palsy. It's being
Okay.
spastic. So
didn't know.
spastic, the word spastic
Yeah.
is a term that's
It's like a
used
medical
in
term.
the medical community term for someone who has cerebral
Okay.
palsy.
All right. Well,
So apparently spaz is not okay, because,
it's a very
which is funny because it's like,
thing that people say.
yeah, well, which is funny. It's like, because in the songs, it's like they're not making fun of people with cerebral palsy. Like that's the dumb part about it. It's like, get over it, man. Like she's not
And
saying,
Beyonce is like the most
like,
careful artist.
Yeah.
Like she kind of doesn't.
I'm spazzing out, or whatever the line. I don't know, whatever the line was that she had
Lizzo,
said, but it's
like,
like, oh, how dare you make fun of
but-
these cerebral palsy people?
But like
It's like,
Lizzo,
but she's not.
Yeah, like that says a lot, because like if like Beyonce is getting
it's
in
like,
trouble,
really,
and like
really
Lizzo is like
stretching this.
Lizzo's like a champion for women and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now Lizzo's getting in trouble. Man, we're doomed.
Yeah,
We're
really,
doomed.
we're really stretching
We're-
this sensitivity.
We are in
stuff.
trouble. We should just cancel. We should just
Stretching
cancel
it.
the show now.
Just cancel it now. We're gonna be canceled like Batgirl after this. Just cancel it. Just end it.
I'll tell you what.
You know it's not. You know it's not canceled. Death Row Records.
Okay. Let's go. Shout out to Mace.
Yeah, shout out to Snoop. Acquired Death Row. I think we've already
we talked about
about
Snoop
this
Dogg getting
anyway.
Death
Like,
Row,
yeah, we
right?
talked about Snoop acquired Death Row and turned it into,
Which is known for the most vile and despicable
so it's
acts in hip hop history.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he flips.
How is he
going
gonna
to
wash that stink off?
better? Yeah,
I'll tell you how.
Yeah.
He's gonna sign
signed
Pastor
Mace.
That's Pastor Mace to you
that's right.
on this Sunday. Get it right.
Mason Betha.
Get it
or
right on
whatever
this
his-
Sunday, man.
Yeah.
Pastor Mace to you. Does he still preach? Preacher Mace.
I don't know.
Preacher Mace. Preacher Mace.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's why he's coming back to
Mace,
rap.
if you don't
I
know,
honestly have no idea.
Mace had the hip hop land on lockdown, dude. Like back
Yeah,
in 90,
yeah.
what was it, 97, 98, 90?
Yeah, maybe a little sooner.
Mace,
I don't know.
He called it
Yeah.
his album was called Harlem World, and man, was the world
Yeah.
looking at Harlem.
yeah.
He had taken.
Yeah, Mace was.
He was
Mace
taking
was
over.
Nice.
Mace was like
Mhm.
Diddy's right hand dude,
Yeah.
and he was all in the videos. dancing.
No, yeah. Apparently, Mace is
He's joining
coming back.
Death Row
and
Records.
he's
You know,
Death
if you
Row.
told me, if we got in a Buzz Lightyear time travel thing and we went back in time, and if you say, "Hey man," in like 1999, you're like, "Hey man, see this guy right here, Mace? He's gonna be on
He's
this
gonna
label.
be a
He's gonna
preacher.
First, he's
No,
gonna
it's a-
first he's gonna preach,
He's gonna be a preacher. He's gonna quit,
He's gonna
rap,
quit rap,
and be a preacher.
and then 20
Oh,
years
man,
later,
you crazy?
and then
You
he's
crazy.
gonna join Death Row."
Oh, no, you out of your
Nah, man, they'll be lying to me like
it'd
that.
Be like, it'd be like a friggin' barbershop episode or a scene where they're just
No,
screaming
no,
and yelling
man.
at you.
But it actually happened, Mace.
No, he did
No,
not.
he didn't. The best scene of that whole movie is anything Cedric the Entertainer had to say was just like hilarious.
Oh,
Just this whole
see, I was
character
going
was
back.
like-
See, I was going back to
The guy.
No, I was going back to Coming to America,
Oh,
the
that. I thought you were
barbershop
talking about
one.
Barbershop, made famous by Ice Cube
Yeah.
and Cedric the
No,
Entertainer,
no,
which
no.
is
I
like
was
one of my
talking about
favorite
the
movies.
scene. Yeah, I guess I should have clarified
So
both of
like,
those
so this is like a
scenes,
barbershop
like type of
chat. Like,
argument.
no man,
Yeah,
no
there's a
man.
total argument.
I've sat in those, man. It gets heavy. We actually
Yeah.
created a barbershop argument with your little
Oh, that's
spiel
right.
when you broke the news that
I
Ving Rhames
forgot
was
about.
the voice of Arby's.
Yeah.
My barber,
Yep.
believe it or not, I have a barber. If you look at my head, you wouldn't know. But my barber was like, "Hey, man, just to let you know, you caused up all kinds of like debate." I told everyone that
No,
no,
he
he
is
is
not.
not the voice of the Arby's commercial. Ving Rhames. He's like, no, for real. Like if you Google it, Ving Rhames is the
Yeah.
voice, and they didn't want to believe it, so we caused a
Oh yeah,
ruckus.
big old. Bing Rames is not.
You
No, he is not.
OJ did it.
Oh.
We'll stop there. If you haven't seen Barbershop, sit your ass down and rent it on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It's just
And then watch
and then watch
Barbershop 2 just for
back
the
in
hell of it.
business.
Yeah.
I believe they made a Barbershop 3. Did they do part 3?
I never saw it,
Yeah,
but I
believe
think
it's part
so.
3.
Yeah.
By the time
And then the ladies one too. It
the
was
shot,
like a
or no, it was
the
the salon.
I don't remember. Yeah. It was like Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah was
and,
she had her own shop,
yeah, it was like a barbershop,
but like
it
for
was
ladies.
Like the
But I don't
yeah,
think the ladies
yeah, I
talk
don't-
like the dudes, man. They don't. The girls don't talk like they do. Do they? Have you sat in on like
girls? The women
do they go in like we do?
a little different, but yeah,
I've never-
like it's a little different.
See, because we don't care.
You'd be surprised, like women will
They just
spill
go
it
in.
all, man. Yeah, you.
But they're talking about like
if
other
you-
women though, right?
Not always. Like so, like they'll go in on like
Love,
like,
love and relationships, and like their
try and
man
do it subtlety. Yeah, like
talking
relationship
shit about
stuff,
you
but
and
like
me.
real yes,
Just-
real personal stuff. Like so, there's stuff that some of your girls' friends know about
Yeah,
you.
see, that's
that
dirty.
you wouldn't think. Like
I
it's
would
like,
never.
God
You don't need to
damn,
know what
like,
I do.
There's some. Yeah, man,
You
I'm
don't.
telling
You never tell
women-
me your
women-
business like that. I don't
women
never
talk, man. Women talk.
Women be talking.
Women talk about a lot more stuff than you realize, man.
Well, I mean, guys do too, but we're
Mhm.
not. It's like funny. Like we're not.
No,
like,
they-
we
yeah,
don't
but
like.
no, I'm not gonna be.
I don't
like,
sit there and talk about like
I'm
my
not gonna tell
personal,
you like
bedroom.
yeah, with that's what I'm saying. Like that,
You don't need
it's
to
not
know.
women.
You don't need to know.
For women,
Hey,
it's
you
the
do
other way
not need
around.
to know what I
They be
how I do
spilling
it.
beans.
when I do it.
Yeah, it's such a small
Mhm.
thing. Like,
And now everyone's looking at you.
I'm telling
and
you,
now
I've
everyone's
heard,
like, oh, I
I've heard
about
these
you.
conversations. I've heard these conversations. Yeah, and then now I understand why.
Oh, there it
Giving
goes.
the looks. Yeah, and the comments. I'm like, oh
Ah.
man, god damn it.
See. Well,
Yeah.
shout out to Queen Latifah then for giving us a glimpse of how.
I don't remember it in that movie. I'm just talking about in real life. I don't know about in that movie if they
Well, we're
talk like
talking
that.
about-
I'm talking about in real life. Women talk like that. Spilling
Foul,
the beans.
ladies. Don't be doing that.
Spilling the
Telling our
beans.
business like that.
Nope. Don't be telling her. Nope.
That personal
Nope.
business.
Speaking. Nope.
Speaking of nope.
Speaking of nope. Yeah, that new Jordan Peele movie, Nope, came out.
I heard
and,
mixed.
it was
I heard
good,
mixed
man.
reviews.
I
heard
liked it.
mixed reviews.
I liked it for what it was. It's an interesting concept on extraterrestrial life
No, I went ahead.
or whatever.
We'll do a spoiler
whatever they call it
free,
now.
thing because
It was spoiler free. I'm not gonna talk about it. It's a good movie for what it is. If you're going into it thinking it's gonna be a horror movie, it's not. I'll just say that right now. It's not. Like there's a few like really small scenes where you're like, oh,
Just kidding.
but like, but most of it is just like, oh snap, like what is going on? Like dang, like there's a lot of really cool stuff, and there's a really like the concepts are very strange.
Jordan
and
Peele
very
should have just stopped
cool.
at fucking Get Out. In my opinion,
Yeah,
like he will never
Get Out
capture.
Get Out was amazing. Yeah, he got close with this one, but like I said, like because he started off with a horror film, And then the second one was supposed to also be a horror film, and it was like,
Done.
ugh, just not
Everyone
good. Yeah.
expects.
Then yeah,
him.
now you're it's like
You know who?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
It's like when
He
he
made the
started
stupid Sixth
his,
Sense,
and then everything else after that was horror.
and then he's like, oh,
type
fuck,
movies.
like I got to throw a twist in everything because that's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
And then
so he got kind of stuck and has to do horror movies, but with a crazy wild twist every time.
Speaking of M. Night,
and it's just
did you know?
Do you have anything coming out?
No,
soon?
but did you know? You just popped up this random like fact in my head.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that the movie Signs this year is 20 years old?
Oh my god!
It has been 20 years.
What?
Since Joaquin Phoenix saw that little alien walk by the little alleyway.
Crazy.
By far one of the scariest scenes of all time. I don't know how that movie like freaked me out, dude.
That movie was freaky. Yeah. I mean, we were also children.
We were like young,
it's probably
but that scene,
so that movie was freaky.
Yeah, and like Mel Gibson did a great job, and like so that's like my favorite M. Night movie. I know, like totally off subject, but I just 20 years, dude. Like,
yeah, that's crazy,
old, man. You're getting old, bro.
That's
you're getting
crazy.
old. You're getting up there, man.
Not yet.
What else?
I'm not old. I don't know. I think we're kind of wrapping it up here, huh? Do a quick little speed run. Stranger Things season 4 ended. It was pretty cool.
It's getting a lot of buzz
for what it was.
It's very popular. A lot of people talk about that Stranger Things.
The Boys on Amazon, amazing, crazy. If you have not watched that show, I highly recommend it. Don't watch it around children though, because it's not for children. And this last season was like, what, dude? They went
don't
on
spoil
another level with it. Shit is crazy.
Like
I'm just gonna say it, leave it that. But The Boys, yeah, Stranger Things, good. The Boys. My only thing about Stranger Things is like I feel like the actors are too old now.
Yeah.
Like they look, they don't like because they're all supposed to be in high school
like
or like just out of high school, and then we're like, this motherfucker got 5 o'clock shadow. Like he's got more facial hair than me. Like, come on, man, that kid. He looks all grown. This kid does not look like he's in high school. But yeah, anyway, so highly recommend Westworld. I have not got a chance to jump on.
I'm so behind on Westworld. I love Westworld, but I just said it's like heavy.
It's a really hard show to. Yeah, you got to really be invested.
I'll tell you what not to
not
waste
watch
your
it
time
too
on.
late at night.
I'll tell you what not to waste your time on. Raised by Wolves. They canceled.
Oh, that's right, because they got canceled.
So if you're looking forward to season 3 of that,
chop.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah,
we'll never know.
We'll
never know what anything. What
happens?
Yeah, we'll never know. What else? Top Gun. You talked about Top Gun.
I don't think we had any spoiler stuff, but you did mention it on the last time that it was like it was before I went and saw it. You were like, you got to go see it, blah, 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 blah. And you were right. Holy shit!
Quentin
Top Gun
Tarantino
was the movie of the year.
I'm gonna leave you a link.
Like this incredible movie.
Quentin Tarantino does not review movies. He doesn't. He
doesn't.
But he actually did a review of Top Gun, and I will send you that.
Nice.
So you'd like to see his take.
I'll have to check that out.
Elvis.
Still haven't seen it.
You gotta watch the Elvis. You gotta watch Elvis. I know you're not an Elvis enjoyer. You have an opinion.
No, I like Elvis.
Well, you think he's a culture vulture.
Well, I mean, he is, but I still like him.
You think that,
but he is. Like, I mean, that's got to be like a fact.
Well, so is Drake.
I mean, I guess
taking everybody's styles.
Well,
taking everybody's making Spanish songs and
Elvis is an icon though. Like that's different.
You don't think Drake's an icon?
Drake is
coming back.
We'll see.
You what, Drake is coming back.
We'll see.
With,
I
Nicki
mean,
Minaj
I don't know.
And
we'll see if he's an icon.
Did you see that?
I don't understand. Elvis has been gone for so long, like, and he's still like. I mean, they got Fat Elvis in Vegas.
Oh, Fat Elvis! Shout out to
They got tons of Elvis impersonators. How many Drake impersonators are there? He's not an icon. No offense, Drake, but you're not there yet. Like,
I'm using Drake as an example. But
I know, but I'm just saying until you get people start dressing up like you, like
Elvis changed
decades.
You know what?
Like
Elvis has
he stole a culture, but
Elvis
he's still like
lives.
he did his thing.
He is living in the brain of every grandma out there to this day.
Yeah.
He is just living in that. Yup.
Ooh,
I tell you what,
ooh. I
saw
remember when
them
he
hips,
was
just shake it.
I remember we gyrating that junk around. Ooh.
Back then, that was like, oh my god, like
Unheard,
oh,
yeah. Oh,
oh.
oh my
He's
god.
wearing like pants and
Yeah.
like trousers,
Like
and like a.
one for the money.
But you know what's happening? Like Elvis is like rent free in everyone's head to this day because of that movie. Like the younger generation is going back to like see what the fuss was
Yeah.
all about. And
Yeah.
now they're falling in love.
Gonna listen
And now
to
they're
his
like,
music and
oh
stuff.
my
Yeah.
god, he was amazing. So basically, Elvis
Yeah.
will be around.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's an icon. He will be.
I will say,
Same as MJ.
oh yeah, we talked about MJ
One of
earlier.
those that'll never. Yeah. One of those that'll never.
When
ever
are they going to
fade
make a
from-
Michael Jackson movie?
Well, I mean, they
No,
did back in the day.
a big, like
that one.
but like the Elvis movie is like a big movie.
I think it's a hard one to do, though.
It's going to be
It's a hard one to do.
like who's going to play
like
him?
you can't. They've tried it.
They
They've
did
done
try.
it before, and it
They
was like
tried.
bad. Like the TV movie ones, and
Well, they
the only good one was the Jackson
Jackson 5, yeah.
movie.
Well, 'cause they focus
from
on,
back
like,
in the day.
because they focus on
As
that.
yeah, from them growing up and like becoming adults.
Joe
That was
Jackson
about the
just screaming.
only. Yeah, that's the only one.
Joe Jackson.
That was like good that I remember.
Did you-
It was like that and the Temptations.
The Temptations. My mom loves the
Those
Temptations.
two
I tell
are
you
the-
what, my
yeah,
mom
those two are
watched
the
the
only-
Temptations.
Those two movies. Yeah, that movie.
So we're getting
Yeah.
to a point where like we're waiting on like an MJ movie and like they're doing like this Elvis movie. Like think about
Yeah.
this, dude. Like one day they're gonna make like a movie about like Eminem, and
Maybe,
you know
yeah.
like icons that we like grew up with.
Yeah.
And we're like,
It's interesting to think about it. That way.
like the NWA movie came out, and it's like, oh man, I remember that.
They kind of did.
I'm still waiting. They tried
that.
Biggie. They tried Biggie.
Yeah, it was all right.
They had
That came out a while. That was a while
that was
ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
They
Yeah.
haven't tried.
It was okay.
They haven't tried like a Tupac movie. They have not
Yeah.
made.
He was in. He was.
He was like
wasn't he in?
He was
The-
in.
in
Well, that's
NWA,
everyone was joking
or no?
about that at the time. Like they were like they should do like
Yeah.
a extended rap universe movie, and then like
Oh wait, no, they did do a Tupac movie.
did they?
They did. It just wasn't very good. And funny enough, it was with a dude that looks very much like Tupac. Like he looks almost identical.
See, they're always saying
Tupac.
that. They always pick like a dude that looks like exactly like Pac,
Yeah.
but like nobody has like been Pac. No one has like
Yeah.
captured Pac's like energy. You can look
Mhm.
like him, but like no one can like draw
I'm
out.
positive they did.
But,
yeah,
like-
All Eyes on Me.
Okay,
It came out in 2017.
that's hilarious. You know what? I did not bother.
Yeah.
Did not bother. And I'm like,
I'm gonna send it to you right
Alright.
now. You'd be like, oh shit, that dude does look like Tupac.
but like, when are they gonna make a good like this Elvis movie? Is like basically what you're saying. Like they finally made like a good movie that's like
mm-hmm.
that. Holy shit! Like that's him. And you're like,
it was
and
that
you're
good.
like, oh my god! Like,
Nice.
by the time the movie's done, like you're like, wow! Like that was like you forgot that it was an
It was
actor.
actually
You
good.
forgot that it was an actor playing.
Oh, he did
he
such a good job as Elvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I say like you still need to check it out for sure.
Okay.
What else do we have? I think that's it.
I think so.
Comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good to be back, man. It's nice to be back. I'm still teetering on jumping back on social media. We'll see. I'm still contemplating it. I got some things I'm working on, and I might consider
You
it.
should.
You know,
You know what? You
make a small, slight one weekly appearance. You know,
yeah, just drop a post on like a Sunday and just
yeah, just
you know,
write it out for the
mhm,
week.
maybe reshare a
Yeah.
couple of my stupid fucking stories and call it good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
most of our following, I mean, a lot of it is on IG. A lot of the people check us
very
out.
true.
and that's how they connect with us.
I have been asked by multiple people whether or not I'm coming back and where I've been. And
Bro, you got me using like old.
need my motivation.
You got me using old photos of you, old ass videos, all in the videos.
Nah, it's not that old.
Just reusing.
It's
your
like a
footage.
year, 6 months.
Like that Bruce Lee footage I showed you.
Yeah. But no,
Well,
we'll see. Thank you once again to everybody that still hanging on and checking us out, and thank you for the questions.
if you have more, it could be anything. So we're gonna do Ask Ready Player Lift as long as you give us questions to answer. Like I said, it could be anything.
Absolutely.
You could ask, why is Jarrell wearing that hat like that? Why am I sitting in front of a Nintendo Switch? Because I like it.
Yeah. Whatever you want. Yeah.
Anything. Whatever you want. You want to know a little bit, personal, Yeah. You want relationship advice? Definitely talk to Jarrell. And thanks for listening.
We out. We out.
Peace.